Hello everybody, John Barnwell's Handcrafted Knife Channel, and I'm about to put this new knife that I just got finished together. This is a giraffe bone, and it's been dyed red and stabilized. I put Jesus and the cross emblem in it. I really like it. And on the other side I put, of course, my logo, John Barnwell Handcrafted Knives logo. One thing that I haven't showed you that I do on some of these knives and is I put a bushing, made a bushing, Phosphorus Bronze Bushing. These just push in and out. It's 3/16 outside diameter, and it's 3/32 inside diameter. Let me push it out there. And what I do is I make it to where this Phosphorus Bronze Bushing I make on the lathe is about 1 to 1.5 thou thicker than the blade tang itself. I still mill out my liners, but it seems like it rotates a little easier when you have a bushing in there after you paint it together. The way that I do these bushings, I'll get long pieces of bronze phosphorus in 3/16 diameter, and I have a jig that I made here that the way I sand them down, I just got a brass piece that I turned down on a lathe and drilled a 3/16 hole, piece of mild steel. Probably better if it's tool steel, well it would be. Anyway, you put your bushing down in down in here and flush it up, and then the idea is to rub this and sand it over here. Sand it on your surface, sand it down by hand until you get the exact thickness that you want. And that's the way that I do that, and keep on measuring, going back and forth. And pretty simple little thing I learned from Chris Crawford on one of his videos. So yeah, and before I assemble these, I always put a little this here gun Hoppy's oil. It's a little bit thicker. Sometimes I use 3-in-1. Put a little bit of that on there, and I'll be using 01 tool steel for the pivot stem inside this bushing, and it will contrast with the brass on the outside here with the birds to make the bird's eye pivot. So I'm going to get ready to put together. Now this is CPM 154 stainless, and I heat treated it. I've made a video, but I didn't share it yet. Heat treated it in my 360 hot shot oven and tested it with my Rockwell hardness files, and I've got between a 60 and 65 Rockwell hardness. The 65 just barely would scratch it, so I think that's pretty doggone hard. Now the back spring here, I tempered it at 1120 degrees, so it's a little softer. It's down around 48, 45, somewhere between 40 and 45 Rockwell. So another thing that I do is I was going to show on this video is I've got this little chamfer bit here, and what I do before I start putting all my pins in and everything and paint it, I'll take this little chamfer and I'll just simply by hand just spin that in there on each one of these holes and make a little chamfer in there for whenever I'm painting the brass. That you see it's just barely got a little chamfer in there. I'll do the brass as well right here, to where when I paint it, it will actually have a little bit of area to spread out and hold the knife together. So anyway, just wanted to show you that. I'm gonna put this together off camera, and then I'll get back with you later when I got it finished. I like the way this one's turning out. I really like this red bone look. It's not a color I've done before, but Anyway, just a short little video on the bronze phosphorus bushing and the way I chamfer these, and then I'll pin it together and paint it here in just a minute and show you the finished product here shortly. Y'all have a blessed day.